The grocery store. Your child is on the floor, screaming about a cereal box. Every eye is on you. You feel the heat of judgment, the frustration, the helplessness. You find yourself thinking, why is it always my child? Why can't they just behave? If this sounds familiar, I want you to know you are not a bad parent and you are not alone. So what do you do when your child is the difficult one? In this video, I'm not just going to give you vague advice. I'm going to give you a 10-step practical plan to transform these challenging moments and rebuild your connection with your child. And stay tuned, because many well-meaning parents make one critical mistake in the heat of the moment that actually makes the behavior worse over time. We're going to uncover exactly what that is and what to do instead. First, let's get something straight. There are no bad kids. The label difficult is just that, a label. It often describes a child with a spirited or fiery temperament. These are the children who feel everything more deeply, experience the world more intensely, and have powerful reactions. Their brains are also still under construction. The prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for impulse control and emotional regulation, isn't fully developed until their mid-20s. So when they have a meltdown, they are not giving you a hard time. They are having a hard time. This is not an excuse for the behavior, but it is a crucial explanation. Your job isn't to fix your child or to break their spirit. Your job is to be their coach, their safe harbor, to teach them how to manage these big, overwhelming feelings. And it starts by shifting your own perspective from frustration to understanding. Our first step is the most important, and it begins with you. You have to reframe your mindset. Stop using the word difficult, even in your own head. Words have power. When you label a child, you start looking for evidence to prove it. Instead, let's find a new word. Are they stubborn or are they persistent? Are they bossy or do they have leadership qualities? Are they dramatic or are they deeply empathetic? This small shift changes everything. It changes your energy. It changes your reaction from anger to curiosity. The next time a challenge arises, instead of bracing for a fight, try asking yourself, my child is showing their incredible persistence right now. How can I guide this amazing quality? This isn't about letting them get away with things. It's about seeing the powerful, positive traits behind the challenging behaviors. You're parenting a future leader, a determined creator, or a passionate advocate. Your role is to help them learn to use their powers for good. Step 2 is to become a detective, not a judge. All behavior is communication. A tantrum isn't just random noise, it's a signal. Your child is trying to tell you something they don't have the words for. So put on your detective hat and look for the clues. What happened right before the meltdown? Are they hungry, tired, lonely, or overstimulated? Is there a pattern? Maybe meltdowns always happen around 5 p.m. right before dinner. That's a clue. Maybe it's always when you're on your phone. Another clue, instead of immediately reacting to the behavior itself, the yelling, the hitting, pause and get curious. Address the need behind the behavior. For example, instead of just saying, "Stop screaming," you could try a detective's approach. You could say, "I see you just threw your toy. It looks like you're feeling really frustrated that it's time to leave the park. I get it. It's hard to leave when you're having so much fun." You are investigating the feeling, not just judging the action. This leads us to step 3, which is a golden rule of parenting. Prioritize connection before correction. A child who is in the middle of a meltdown is emotionally flooded. Their thinking brain is offline. Trying to lecture, reason with, or punish them in that moment is like trying to teach someone to swim during a hurricane. It is completely useless. Your first job is not to teach a lesson. Your first job is to help them feel safe. Get down on their physical level. Make soft eye contact if they'll let you. Use a calm, steady voice. You are their anchor in their emotional storm. You don't have to say much. A simple, powerful phrase is, I see you are having a very hard time right now. I'm right here with you. By connecting first, you are co-regulating with them. You are lending them your calm, helping their nervous system settle down. The teaching, the correction, the conversation about better choices, all of that can and must wait until the storm has passed and their brain is ready to learn again. Now for step 4, and this is where that critical mistake often happens. You must learn to validate their feelings without validating their behavior. This is a game changer. Validating a feeling doesn't mean you agree with it or are giving in. It just means you acknowledge it as real. Feelings are never wrong. It's what we do with them that can be a problem. The mistake many parents make is to dismiss the feeling. We say things like, "Don't cry," "You're fine," or "It's not a big deal." This tells a child that their feelings are wrong or unimportant, which only makes them escalate to prove how big the feeling really is. Instead, be a mirror for their emotion. For example, if your child hits their sibling, you say, "You are so angry that he took your car. I understand. It is okay to be angry. It is not okay to hit. Hitting hurts." See the difference? You connect with the feeling, anger, and hold a firm boundary on the behavior, hitting. This teaches them emotional intelligence. It says, "I see you, I hear you, and here is a better way." Once you've connected and validated, it's time for step 5. Set clear, firm, and kind boundaries. Spirited children, more than anyone, need to know where the edges are. Boundaries are not punishments, they are guardrails that make a child feel safe. The key is to be consistent and calm. Yelling your boundary makes it a power struggle. Stating it calmly makes it a fact of life, like gravity. Keep it simple and direct. Avoid long lectures, state the limit, and if appropriate, state the consequence. And you must be prepared to follow through. For example, "I will not let you throw sand. If you choose to throw sand again, we will need to leave the sandbox to keep everyone safe." And if they throw sand again, you pick them up calmly and leave the sandbox. You don't have to be angry, you are simply holding the boundary you set. This teaches them that their choices have natural outcomes, which is one of the most important lessons in life. To make your boundaries even more effective, use step 6. Master the when-then statement. This is a simple language shift that moves you from being a commander to a coach. It replaces nagging, threatening, and bribing with a clear, respectful sequence of events. It empowers the child by showing them they are in control of the outcome. A threat sounds like, "If you don't put your shoes on right now, we are not going to the park." It creates a fight. A when-then statement sounds like this: "When you have put on your shoes, then we will go to the park." It's calm, it's factual, and it puts the ball in their court. Another example, instead of, "You can't have dessert until you eat your vegetables," try, "When you have finished your broccoli, then it will be time for dessert." It conveys the exact same information, but without the power struggle. It's a cooperative, respectful way to state expectations, and it works like magic. Step 7 is proactive, and it will save you so much stress. It's about creating a yes environment. So much of our day as parents is spent saying, "No, no, don't touch that. No, don't climb on that. No, get down." It's exhausting for us and frustrating for them. A yes environment is one where you have set up the physical space for your child's success. This means putting away the fragile heirlooms for a few years. It means having a designated spot in the living room where it's okay to jump on cushions. It means having art supplies accessible so they can create when inspiration strikes. The more you can child-proof and adapt their world, the fewer battles you will have to fight. You can also apply this to your language. Instead of saying, "Don't run," you can say, "Please use your walking feet inside." Instead of "Stop shouting," you can say, "Let's use our library voices." Aito, you're telling them what to do instead of just what not to do, which is much easier for a young brain to process. Step 8 is all about teaching, but it has to happen at the right time. You must teach emotional regulation skills when your child is calm. You can't learn to swim during a tsunami. When everyone is happy and relaxed, that's your window of opportunity to build their emotional toolkit. You can practice dragon breaths, where you breathe in through your nose and breathe fire out of your mouth. You can create a calm down corner in your house, not as a punishment, but as a cozy, safe space with pillows and books where anyone can go to feel better. You can read books about feelings and talk about them. You could ask, what does anger feel like in your body? For me, my fists get tight. By practicing these skills during peaceful times, you are loading their brain with strategies they can actually access when a big feeling starts to take over. You are building the muscle of self-control, one calm moment at a time. Sometimes challenging behavior is simply a loud, clumsy request for connection. That brings us to step 9, schedule non-negotiable one-on-one special time. This is one of the most powerful preventative tools in your entire toolkit. Just 10 to 15 minutes of focused, positive, one-on-one attention per day can fill your child's emotional cup so profoundly that it reduces a huge amount of negative, attention-seeking behavior. During this time, the phone is away, the TV is off, and most importantly, the child leads. You are not teaching or directing. You are just being present with them, delighting in whatever they want to do. Let them choose the game. Let them make the rules. Just follow their lead and pour your positive attention into them. Call it mommy and me time or special dad time. This small daily investment pays massive dividends in cooperation and connection, reminding your child that they are seen, valued, and loved for exactly who they are. Finally, we come to step 10, and it might be the hardest one of all. You have to take care of yourself. Think of the oxygen mask rule on an airplane. You must put on your own mask first before helping your child. You cannot be a calm, regulated anchor for your child if you yourself are drowning in stress, exhaustion, and resentment. A regulated parent is the single most effective tool for helping a dysregulated child. This means knowing your own triggers. It means having a plan for when you feel your own anger rising. Maybe it's stepping away for 3 deep breaths. Maybe it's putting on music. Maybe it's texting a friend. It also means finding small ways to recharge your battery, even if it's just 5 minutes of silence in the car. Give yourself grace. Apologize to your child when you lose your cool. Modeling how to be an imperfect, but trying human is a powerful lesson. Your well-being is not a luxury. It is a necessity for your family's health. So there you have it, a 10-step plan to guide you and your spirited child. Reframe your mindset. Become a detective. Connect before you correct. Validate feelings and hold firm boundaries. Use when-then statements. Create a yes environment. Teach skills when they're calm. Schedule special time. And please take care of yourself. Remember, you are not failing. You have been given a child with a powerful spirit, and you are exactly the parent they need to help them learn to use it. You are a good parent on a hard day. You've got this. If this video was helpful, please give it a like and subscribe for more real-world parenting advice that actually works. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these 10 steps are you going to try first? Your journey and your stories matter.